Hey guys, welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. How are my beautiful Aquariuses doing today? Let's get started on today's reading and see what Spirit may have. Okay, so first thing I'm seeing is some of you are trying to work out something that has become a burden in your life. It looks like you're making an important decision on this burden, really focusing hard on it. There's also some things over here that are missing from the puzzle. Things that you're not aware of going on in the background. Seeing a secondary feminine here. So the Queen of Cups actually signifies my empaths, and you are all empaths. All of Aquariuses are generally empaths, okay? Or most of you. So this looks like some kind of burden in regard to this other person. So I don't know if this person is doing something or not doing something. Whatever it is, there is a decision being made. It kind of even looks like... you know, maybe you should hold off on this decision for a little bit because there are still things that you're not aware of that you may need to know. So there's things you need to know about a certain situation before you make this decision. All right. So a lot of you are doing just that right now. You're making decisions. And the decisions are different for all of you, but mostly you're deciding what you would like to keep going in your life, and those are the things that make you happy and make you feel alive, and you're wanting to get rid of the things that are causing you stuckness and unhappiness. All right, I do see a brand new start for my Aquas with this Three of Wands here. All right, looking forward to a new beginning in life, a freshness, you know, out with the old, in with the new type of feel. And the Ten of Pentacles is your wishes and dreams that are starting to come in for you. These are coming in waves, I heard, coming in waves. So if you're not noticing positivity coming in just yet, guys, keep your eyes peeled. Notice them when they come in. You know, make like a conscious effort to focus on whatever positive things come into your life. All right. And I'm also seeing for those of you who are single, you might be meeting someone in the near future who's going to bring it. All right. Over here, I am seeing an opportunity that is going to be something that is going to feel very happy and joyous for you. So new things coming in, new starts, fresh starts, new relationships overall. I'm seeing a new monies, possibly. This could be, you know, a raise or a bonus, but it could also be other streams. So for those of you who are maybe starting over by putting a business together or doing like some kind of a side hustle, this is a good time to start that now. Just make sure that, you know, whatever you're selling, whatever your wares are, it's something that people need, not what they want, okay? Because right now, due to the circumstances economically, you will do better that way, okay? So I'm seeing something to do with love. This is somebody who has been wanting this person to recognize you, wanting them to notice you, pay attention to you, all right? And in the past, it kind of felt like it was not going anywhere, and it probably never would. You gave up on this after a time, but you still have that glimmer of hope in the back of your mind. I'm seeing movement with this now, all right? So you guys have both remained some type of friends, or you know of each other, you know how to get in touch with each other. And I feel like you've both been through different things. You might have both been already married, you both have had children, and you might be separated, divorced at that point. And I'm seeing a reconnection here and a new start, okay? This is a whole new beginning. And you do have the Judgment card here. So Spirit is saying you've both been through the mill. If this is you, please comment below the video. You've both been through the mill, And so do not bring the old baggage into this new beginning, okay? That's what this card represents. This is the card of judgment, okay? So make sure you don't do that. Let's really have that fresh new start. I'm seeing sadness around a masculine, okay? There's something that's making you feel sad today, and this is getting in the way of your happiness. You're generally a very happy person. You tend to see life in a positive manner, all right? So your people notice that about you, that you're a very up, kind of happy, positive person, and they like being around you because of that. All right, but the sadness is stemming from something that had to do with a commitment, it looks like. All right, now you now maybe are coming out of this commitment, and you're starting to focus back toward yourself, toward your happiness once again. But you're still feeling sad, okay? That card also tells us to stay in a state of gratefulness, and that will pull you out of that state of sadness a lot quicker. All right, just keep focusing on what you do have, not what you don't have, and do it in a very positive way. Even if you know, one positive thing may come in for you and 10 others might be negative in the same day. Focus on the positive, okay? Because Aquarius, you are very strong individuals. All of your special gifts are coming online. One of them is strength. I'm seeing a lot of growth here around strength for my Aquas, okay? And I'm also seeing that this person is putting you on some kind of a pedestal, but they don't have good intentions at the same time, or this isn't a person you'd end up with or you would go out with. This is somebody who's vibrating a lot lower than you, but they think you are the cat's meow. All right, I'm showing my age there. All right, but this person is I mean, I don't know. He's not necessarily a bad person, and he's putting you on this pedestal, but there's something about him that is a major drawback, some type of thing that he does that, you know, you might look at as being toxic, or, you know, something along that line. This also could be that this person that is looking to you like you are magnificent, okay, in a really strong kind of way. This could also be this person might be newly separated or divorced, okay? But I do see a lot of growth here for the two of you. So I don't know if you're contemplating dating this person or giving them a chance, but it looks like it might turn out to be a good thing if you did. All right, so let's continue. I also offer readings, guys. If interested, you can click on the description below the video. You need to email me so I can have your email address and send you the payments that I accept, and you know, the address. All right, so here is Four of Swords. This is a break, guys. We're getting the card again that's telling us we need a break, but this is a mental break, okay? And I do see this boss figure here. So in this particular case, it looks like the boss figure is needing a break from the employees. That's different. All right. So, but there's something here that's going to happen while taking this break or vacation. This masculine, who is some kind of boss figure, is going to settle down and figure that what's really needed here is a raise, and that will spark some morale amongst the people in the work scenario, okay? Whether this is career, work, factory, wherever you are, all right? I got something similar yesterday where we're thinking that, you know, a lot of you might be getting a raise this week or being told about some kind of bump up financially. This is something you're wanting, and it's definitely going to bring in balance. Has to do with money, okay? So guys, if this happens, please comment. If this already happened, comment below my video. Give me a thumbs up, or just say, you know, I received a raise or a bonus or a bump up, what have you, okay? Sometimes it's benefits that you never had before, that are welcoming. All right, but I'm seeing something really good next to this Wheel of Fortune. And I'm also seeing celebration is going to come in because of this wheel and this great omen. This is the card that keeps on giving. Okay, so yes, I am seeing and wow, okay, so yes, so they're saying, you know, this is for those of you who have spoken about this, the Wheel of Fortune, the wealth, the prosperity, possibly the RV, okay? And your family, people around you, um, told you you were crazy or it's not going to happen, or like, you know, someone in my family is like, it's not going to happen in my lifetime. You know, you have all these negative Nellies, but you spoke up, you came into your authenticity, you remember now who you are. You're Aquarius, you came back to be the lighthouse, and that's exactly what you're doing. Okay, you're not really caring about what others think about what you have to say, because you remember who you are and why you are here. And this is cause for celebration in itself, okay? But I'm really loving these three cards together, okay? Because the Page of Cups is like an invitation to something. Somebody wants to give you something or bring you something good that is going to be good for you. And then in the middle of that and this celebratory card, we have the Wheel of Fortune, all right? The wealth, the prosperity, the biblical gifts, monetary gifts that will be coming in with all this angelic protection, okay? All right, guys, let's continue. I'm seeing somebody's been spending time alone because you are suffering from a broken heart, okay? I see that something ended and you are going through some type of pain, transitioning right now. You are newly free, all right? And in the center, I'm seeing the Knight of Wands. So you're a very loving, giving person. You don't deserve to be hurt, but you know, when this happens, it's just kind of a reminder to pick better next time. It doesn't guarantee that, you know, we're not going to break up or that, you know, we're going to be together for the rest of our lives. But definitely picking people that are vibrating on our level, you have a much better chance at love and supporting each other and loving one another and just keeping that vibration going, because you know, as a high vibrational person, how important that is to keep the relationship vibrating high, right? Okay, so let's continue. I'm seeing somebody's moving toward a tower moment. No, no, and no. All right, see this? This is something bothersome to me. Listen to me closely, okay? You're not a bad person, but this is somebody who is not understanding that in 5D, we are being the best we can be, the best to our ability. We are operating from love and kindness. That is the thing that will continue to raise the vibration. All right. But whoever I'm talking to right now, you need to hear this message. Something you wanted that you thought was going to make you happy, it didn't quite work out. But this is a revenge layout, okay? You're moving toward getting revenge and creating a tower moment for someone else and feeling like this is going to somehow be your justice, or you're wishing some kind of negative karma on somebody, and you know, you're thinking this is going to be your justice, okay? That is, you know, there are worse things, but you always want to be yourself no matter what, okay? So you don't want to stoop down to someone else's level and be that negative person and wish something bad on somebody else, or, you know, be nasty because someone else was nasty to you, right? You always want to maintain who you are, which is a beautiful, kind-hearted person who is going to be receiving these gifts. A lot of them will be monetary for your acts of kindness. It starts now. It's already in play. All right. So, you know, do these acts of kindness, guys. Be conscious to do them. Do kind things for others and watch and see what happens. Okay. And if something good comes from it, the next day you find a little check in your mailbox, or you get a phone call, or something ends up extra in your bank account that you forgot about or was unexpected, or found monies, right? Please let me know if that's happening to any of you. All right, here is the Eight of Pentacles. This is usually a work scenario. So some of you, oh wow, you're waiting for this money. So I'm getting a whole new feel from my aquas. So I feel like maybe 6 months ago or a year ago, you thought that all of this stuff online you're reading about, you're seeing on YouTube, all these videos about monetary gifts coming, right? These wealth and prosperity gifts that will be coming. You thought it was all a bunch of bull. But now I feel like you're changing. I feel like you're looking to that now because you want to end what you're doing work-wise. A lot of you are not happy in the workplace, okay? It's chaotic. Some days are confusing. It's hard to get up anymore. It's hard to you don't want to get up and go. You want it to all end. So you're looking toward this Nine of Pentacles so you can be secure and hang back and not have to worry about where your next dollar is coming from, and just enjoy your wealth and your prosperity for once in your lifetime. Okay, I do see also a lot of you have had it. You're feeling just defensive about your job. Okay, and there's many other things in your life that bring in happiness, but the job right now is getting harder and harder. It's just getting more difficult. So yes, you guys are starting to open up, and even thinking that maybe opening up your mind might manifest this in somehow. So this is great, guys. You're starting to open up to this theory about the wealth and prosperity coming to everyone. All right, you're moving toward getting clarity on some things regarding love. So those of you that are in relationships, you might be seeing things clearer these days. You might be more giving. So the arguments, you might be arguing less, picking your battles more carefully, I'll say, and you're perceiving things differently now. So this makes complete sense. So you don't feel the need to constantly nitpick anymore, and or maybe you're not doing that, but you know what I'm saying. You don't feel the need to argue and create chaos. You're always thinking, I just want calm. I just want things to be calm. This isn't worth it. I'm just going to let this go, let that go. And that's actually a good thing, okay? Unless it's something, very powerful and meaningful to you that is taking away your happiness. All right? I do see somebody has made up their mind about bringing in their cup. Okay? This is somebody who's not getting a reaction out of you and feels very upset by it and is feeling stuck because they have a mean crush on you and you're ignoring them. You're ignoring them, okay? So, yes, you could be a single mom, or you could just be somebody who's very loving and empathetic, and that's a turn on to this person, by the way. They're attracted to your goodness, your heart. You have a good heart, okay? But you're using your intuition on your own. You already have somebody in your life, or you're thinking about someone else, okay? I'm also seeing that there's something here about another feminine feeling left out in the cold. So I don't know exactly what this is. I'm going to try to get more. Yeah, for some of you, the person you love moved on and started over with somebody that you know, and this is very painful. All right, this happened like really fast, too fast, like it was just done. It feels to you like it just was like that, and it was just overkill, just really hurt you. Okay, this person told you that they weren't happy, and this other person here feels like they didn't do anything wrong. Okay, they didn't steal your person away. They feel a lot of balance, even though this happened very quick. And this person feels like they were kind of in on, not that it's their fault. Always remember, guys, when you're with somebody, whether you're a masculine or a feminine, and your significant other, I know this is very painful, but when they cheat, when you find out about a third party, do not blame the person that they're with, okay? They have a mind of their own. They have their big boy pants on or their big girl pants on, skirt, whatever. And, people have choices. We all make choices. We're adults, okay? And guess what? My feeling is if they do that and while you're still in a relationship with them, A, they're nowhere near 5D. They're a third dimensional. B, they have no integrity whatsoever, okay? Because that means they held on to you until something in their mind's eye better came along, all right? And they're still with you. So they're still, waiting to see what happens in this with this third party. So do you want to be with someone like this? This is the question you need to ask, okay? This is the person that you chose. And, yes, you can point a finger and blame everybody else, but this is, take responsibility for your choosing and understand that your person also should do the same. All right. So we have nobody to blame but ourselves because we are adults out there making choices. Right? All right. So I don't like ending on a negative note. So let me see what else Spirit wants to say. All right. I'm seeing somebody is manifesting something and somebody just went through something and you're really looking forward to something good coming in, some type of happiness, and you're trying to manifest it in now. You have the card of manifestation in this layout. Okay. I see you are manifesting some type of information to come to you quickly that has something to do with money or some type of help, okay, where you're this is money coming in but money going out. This is your being valued, okay? So there's a lot to this card, but you're looking for this information. Some of you know what the information you're waiting for is going to be. You're just waiting on a yes or a no, or you're waiting to see if money is actually going to be moving toward you. All right, I do see that you're manifesting this and you're so focused on it. I believe that this is going to show up for you. All right, guys, so that is today's reading. I hope it was interesting for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow.